Uganda is such a beautiful country, but the women who are there are facing some of the worst that the world has to offer. They're facing the results of war, which include rape and mutilation and death of the people that they know.
So they would request for linkage if this organization or if this kind of network can link them up with some other people, some other organization for support.
They're also facing a horrendous epidemic of AIDS. The life expectancy for men in Uganda has dropped down to 38, which is one reason we saw so many widows. But they're dealing with all of this in a tremendously practical and courageous way. And the thing that really struck me was how much they're giving. Here we seem to give from our excess, our surplus. There they give of themselves. They bring orphans into their homes.
Some orphans I travel, very many orphans I travel in this present day. But when they were born, they smile everywhere. But when the parents die, their love is all gone.
They found schools and orphanages.
What are they writing? They're writing letters.
They give up huge chunks of their time to work to train other women to take political leadership. They're just doing amazing things, and they're doing it well.
You are welcome, 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 our dear visitors. We are very happy today to receive you here. You are welcome, 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 our dear visitors. We are very happy today to receive you here. First, let us thank the Lord who has helped you across the oceans and brought you to Uganda, where black Africans live.
I didn't expect to be so touched, physically and emotionally, just so touched by the experiences. And I think I went there, when we first came to that first orphanage, I think we all came, the whole group that I was with, the delegation, that we came prepared to be sad. You know, we came prepared to feel sorry for them. And I didn't know that I had that preconception until I had to let go of it. Because then I found in a very short period of time, I think by the second day, I was feeling sorry for myself. You know, and not for the people, because they were, I don't know, they were just so alive. And so vital and so full of life that then I didn't feel sorry for them. In fact, I went into a place of total awe that the human being has the capacity for so much trauma and then so much adaptation as a result of that trauma, and then actually seeing almost that the stress seems to enhance the quality of life, so that everybody seemed really creative because everybody was so kinetic and so alive and so ready to think, how do I need to change? What do I need to do next? And that was very stimulating in a way that was very surprising.
what I was seeing there was this was not a group of women coming together on the basis that we very frequently hear American women talking about success, which is in very personal terms. It's in terms of how much money one earns, what kind of status you have in the society. And these women were not talking about that. They were talking about their children and their families and the changes in lifestyle and women's voices being heard and having rights that were not there before, and seeing themselves as truly empowered to make a difference. When they talked about women having the right to land and rights around the land issues in those countries, when they talked about women getting a chance to be educated for the first time, because that was not part of the culture in the early days, and when they saw what could happen by a few women coming together to make an immediate difference in terms of what we would call minimal levels of sustenance, but knowing that you did it yourself. When we went to see those little farms where they were working on one goat and planting some vegetables in the yard and finding a way of having their families not only earn a living from it, but to be able to educate their kids at the same time.